Oh no.
Hello and welcome to Day Drinking with Ace. We are today here at Soho House and
180 House.
180 House, actually, the one in Strand in London. Is it one of my favorites? I don't know, actually. It's nice.
I think it's nice. I've never been up to I haven't eaten at the rooftop, but that's supposed to be nice. This one has a pool, technically.
Yeah, it's a small pool.
I don't think anybody ever swims in it.
Yeah, it's very... like, there's not a lot of water.
No, it's more like a soaking tub.
But it's nice to look at.
Yeah.
Anyhow, in these Soho House episodes, we kind of talk about some topics and things that have happened to us this week or last week and give you guys a little bit of gossip.
So today we are drinking the rest of my picante.
And the rest of my Bloody Mary.
Cheers!
Well, cheers! This is great.
Yeah. So I think what we should talk about is all the late hours we've been having and how I think we work quite unconventional schedules.
More than unconventional. Last week, what was it? We finished at 3?
We finished at 3 this week.
In the night.
Yeah, 3.
Do not mistake it for the afternoon.
Yeah, 3 a.m. And that was after a day of work already. And then the week before, I stayed up, and we stayed up till 4 a.m.
About the website, that's for sure, and then another time.
Yeah, because I was editing the podcast to get it all done on Monday.
Yeah.
So then it was done for the week. Didn't do that this week.
Yeah.
But it's not uncommon that we'll work on things together until very late.
Very late. And sometimes we're not even working, we're just at the moment. Which also sometimes ends up being very late.
For tax purposes, that is work.
That is work. We were discussing work-related business stuff.
Always discussing work-related business things.
Obviously.
Always be scheming.
Exactly.
ABS.
We're ABS. ABS. How can we make it into Ace? Always continue
escalating. No, that's bad. Always continue escalating is what you say every single time we come here somewhere. You're like, how about these sheets? How about the boba? That's always continue escalating.
I do like to propose nice places that me and Erica can enjoy. Is that a crime? I'm just saying, it's not a crime.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, on Tuesday when we went and went back to yours to finish working on that brand deck, we had literally been at an event. We'd had some nice buv there, and then we went for dinner, and then we went back. We worked from what time was it? Was it like?
I think we came home around 9.
9?
Yeah, are you insane? Because I told you, on Tuesday after the event, me and Erica needed to do something for a client in New York, a potential client. And we went back to mine and I told her specifically that I have a few hours of work left for myself, so I would like to start working on my own stuff at 11, which gave us 2 hours to finish what we needed to do.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it took us 6 hours.
It took a lot longer.
Yeah.
But we made a really great
pitch, and I'm very excited to hear back from the client on that one.
I really like our deck now.
Me too.
And our website. We recently redid our website, and that also is a late night venture. In a weird way, I feel like working on things where like the copy really matters or it's really precision heavy stuff. I prefer working on that really late at night for some reason. Because I feel like my brain is better able to be analytical late at night versus I feel like in the morning I'd rather do maybe calls more, like more sort of face-to-face, almost sociable.
I think so.
You know
and it's interesting because I recently had a conversation about this with my friend who said that with our line of work, you can pick and choose when you work, more or less, in the sense that besides meetings and events and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter if you're working in the morning, afternoon, or night. And she, similarly to me, works better at night.
I do think sometimes, though, when it comes to, like, emails and things like that, it's not necessarily about what time of day you're working, so long as what matters is how long it takes you to reply to someone.
Exactly.
That's the more important thing
Exactly.
versus, what time of day that you're working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a lot of jobs, it's not really allowed, in a way, to adapt your hours to how you work best. And I think that while having a clear working schedule obviously provides boundaries.
Yeah, like we come into the office and we work from 10 till 5.
Yeah.
I think that's good. And I was actually saying to my friends the other day that I really like actually going into the office on a Monday. At first, I remember when I started working at Ace, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go into the office on a Monday. But now I really, really enjoy it because I feel like if you don't go into the office on a Monday, it doesn't set the right tone for the week.
Yeah.
And I'm a big believer in push Mondays. So I'll wake up really early on a Monday. I'll do some freelance work or I'll do some editing or whatever it is at home. And then I'll come in, work the day, and then keep working after work. Because I feel like Mondays are the day to just get it done.
Exactly. And I think that realistically, as the week goes on, we all get a little bit tired.
Lose motivation.
So on Thursday, you probably want to go out for a drink or do something fun. I mean, granted, last Thursday, me and Erica were up till 4 working on the website. But normally, people would like to enjoy a drink at the pub rather than doing that.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
So I think that having unconventional hours does facilitate for a slightly more flexible schedule. Yet, I do think that it also blurs the boundaries to a point of no return.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely has pros and cons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like it, but I do think that, especially since we don't have necessarily the most clear work schedule, that can always get blurred as well. Sometimes you might dump a bunch of hours on one day or not really work any hours another day or whatever it is.
Exactly.
So there's freedom there. That doesn't work for everyone.
No, for sure. And I have definitely seen with some ex-team members that not having a very clear schedule can be confusing. And besides confusing, it can be unproductive. Because, for example, going to an event is not
It's not part of your hours.
That's for your enjoyment, it's for your network. But obviously, you can be there sometimes for 4 hours on a Tuesday during the day.
And that means that you have to make that back up.
Exactly.
So I guess anybody watching or listening that has seen us at events all the time, that's not all that we do with our time because that's not on the clock.
Yeah. And obviously, this is optional. You do not have to go to events. And we've had people sometimes say, you know what, I'd rather not go because I want to do my work.
Well, that was a rough one, actually, this past week when I went to that morning event.
Yeah.
Right after we finished working on the website at 4 a.m. And then I actually got up to go to a 9 a.m. breakfast.
I slept through 6 alarms. I did not come.
I texted her and I was like, so I guess you're not coming or something like that.
No, he said, I guess you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Then you said, no, first you said, I'm on my way. Then I didn't reply.
Yeah.
You said, I guess you're sleeping, ...
Yeah.
I was indeed sleeping.
It was a little bit passive aggressive, but I did still get you a goodie bag.
To be honest, I would be so mad at you.
I know.
I bet you were mad.
Well, it was funny because the other day I said to you, the other day when we were working till 3 a.m., I said, oh, when I move to New York, who's going to show up to the 9 a.m. breakfast events and get you a goodie bag?
I have no clue. Erica, you're irreplaceable.
You're gonna have to get an assistant, and the assistant's gonna have to look like you, and have a login on your Instagram, so that way you can send them to the breakfast events, and they can.
I did come to the Olivia and Rose breakfast.
You did do that. You were late.
Only a little bit.
You were late, but you did.
I did make it. And
appear you were late.
Appear I made it. I was just a little bit late. Look, I am half Italian. Being late is in my blood. It's culturally appropriate for me to be late.
I'm not gonna lie though, that was actually really good because Appear was my first event.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit awkward because I got there on time, right? So I'm like talking with everybody else, and everyone's like, "Oh, did you come here alone?" I'm like, "Oh no, all my other colleagues are gonna come."
And they never came.
No, what was really awkward was then it was obviously like this very formal like panel sort of discussion thing, and the entrance, in order to then get to the seats, you had to like cut across the whole room, and it was very like loud and distracting. And I remember I was like, "Oh no, waiting for my colleagues," and then you showed up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yep, there's my colleague." And I was like, I remember thinking, I'm never going to be late to one of these early morning ones again.
I also end up thinking this very often. I say to myself, just leave a little bit earlier. But it just cannot happen.
In a weird way, I think when it comes to the early morning ones, you're almost better off not showing up.
Don't say that. Everyone is happy to see me there.
They are happy to see you there, but it's okay. You got your little goodie bag.
Yeah, exactly. I do my best. Maybe next time I will be on time.
And this week we've got some exciting ones. We've got Dr. Joe.
Yes, we got
Got a press day.
dinner at the Gherkin.
We have dinner at the Gherkin. I'm very excited for that.
Exactly, I'm so excited.
I think. Oh, and I'm going to. Oh no, that's not this week. In a couple weeks, I'm going to the opening for a new bar that today normally only has been operating in Amsterdam. So
Where is my invite? I feel like
I'm taking my boyfriend.
unbelievable.
I owe him for all the late nights that I at work.
You're taking your boyfriend instead of me.
I know. It's gonna be an exciting one though. It's gonna be a date night.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna be jealous about this.
I knew you would be offended by this one.
The one that has something to do with Amsterdam, where I'm from.
I know.
And you're taking your
I know.
English boyfriend.
I know, and it's a cocktail bar opening, so there's gonna be free food and drinks.
Petition to cancel this. This can't be right. This is unjust.
You can third wheel if you want.
Alex, me, and Erica. Well, to be honest, I'm like your work wife, and he's your actual, not your actual wife. So, practically, it actually technically makes sense.
Actually, technically makes sense. Yeah.
We can invite Alex, the finance guy, too. Make it a
Unconventional
foursome.
work hours. No, we don't. Can't afford.
No, how do you call it? A double date? Jesus.
No, it's not a date.
It's not a date. Oh my god, I don't know. We're gonna have to cut this out. Cut this out. Cut this out. It doesn't matter. I got confused. I had too much Bloody Marys.
Oh, it's too many. It's too first. It's the adaptogens. It's
Before we recorded this podcast, we had
Haga.
Yeah, it's some kind of mushroom drink with it is a mushroom drink.
Yeah.
It has ashwagandha,
and
other
mushrooms.
shrooms. So maybe I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I feel quite happy actually.
too.
It's not drugs, so it's
No, it's healthy for you. It's healthy for you, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be I think an alcohol alternative, but
Yeah, it's relaxing.
I like it.
Me too.
It is actually making me very happy.
Me too. Maybe we should have another one.
Yeah.
All right. On this note, we're off to get some more shrooms. The legal ones.
The legal ones. The ones that come in a can.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
see you in the next one. Cheers.
Woo.